How's everybody doing tonight? So I've got some more cards to sort, and I want to talk about some of the upcoming sets and stuff. So I figured we'd kind of do that together. So first big exciting news is that there's going to be a Chandra signature spellbook coming out soon, which is awesome. Chandra is probably my favorite planeswalker. I think she's just a really cool planeswalker that always has good abilities, and one of my favorite things is she's not very expensive, so she's pretty easy to get your hands on. So pretty much everybody expects it to be the original Chandra and Lair, and as the main planeswalker in the spellbook. And then of course everybody's been kind of, hypothesizing about what else could be in there, and I figured we'd have a conversation about that. What do you think's going to be in there? Pretty much everybody is pretty sure they're going to put a fireball in there. I mean, it only makes sense. Some kind of flashy, cool alternate art fireball. Seeing how, she's the queen of red damage spells. They could, if they wanted to be crazy, they could literally print 9 different Chandras, because there's been a ton of Chandra planeswalker cards. I mean, didn't War of Spark have like 3 Chandras? Like, I think there was an uncommon, a rare, and a mythic Chandra in War of the Spark. It was pretty crazy. There was a lot of Chandras in there. And there's been, I think, another set or two that had more than one Chandra in it. So it's possible they could throw everybody a curve and just put a whole bunch of Chandras in there. That'd be pretty neat. I wouldn't complain about that, because I think Chandra's awesome. I think it'd be pretty crazy not to put the Spitfire, Chandra Spitfire, anything namesake. Duh, I mean, it's signature spellbook. Wouldn't the namesake cards be in there? So I kind of think that's going to happen. How everybody found out about it is that they, I guess, WotC accidentally posted a signature spellbook page on the WPN site, and somebody found it and caught wind of it. I guess I don't even think they actually announced that they were going to release that yet. Just they put up a page on the WPN site for the store owners to see, and that's kind of where everybody found it. So, but it's pretty much confirmed now that that's going to be the next spellbook. Is the Chandra one. So I've talked to some store owners. They all have said yes, there's going to be a Chandra spellbook. So I hope they're all right, and that's the next one. So what do you guys think about that? And do you like the current signature spellbooks? Do you think it's a cool thing? I opened the Gideon one on the channel a couple weeks ago, I think, or last week maybe, and I ended up lucking out and getting the best foil that you could possibly get in there, which is the only way to actually kind of break even on what they cost, is to get one of the 2 really good foils in there, because even Gideon himself isn't worth anything. I do have some Jace spellbooks. I'm not sure if I want to open one or not, because I have a feeling those actually might hold a little value down the road. But let me know if you want me to open one. I'll open one. I don't care, there's not really anything in there I want, so it's not like I'm like, oh, I gotta get in there so I can get that card. Like the Armed and Dangerous pre-con decks there. What are they called? Dual decks, yeah. The Origins Armed and Dangerous dual deck. I guess a lot of the players at my local LGS there didn't even know that has 2 fetch lands. You got 2 Windswept Heaths in there, and then you also get Coco Collected Company in there. So when I mentioned that the other night at Friday Night Magic, everybody's like, "What?" And I actually had to pull up my phone, pull up my video of me opening that deck on my channel, and show them the ending where I'm holding up like the 2 Windswept Heaths and the Coco at the end of the video. And I kind of had to show them that, and they're like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's like $40 worth of cards in that pre-con deck, which is pretty crazy." So yeah, I love that deck. I actually ended up getting a case of those. I'm just kind of got in case I need more of the Windswept Heaths or more Cocos for a deck that I'm building. I've got them there, got them in reserves, and who knows if those cards go up in value down the road, maybe might make a couple bucks on one of those. Be nice, but we'll talk investing later on. Investing in Magic is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's quite impossible almost. So it definitely takes a long-term commitment. So you know, I haven't started making any kind of money yet because I just recently started doing it again. So yeah, investing in Magic, not something for the short term, kind of quick turnaround. You're not going to start making money right away. It's something you got to look at for way down the road. I'm kind of looking at it like maybe in, you know, 3 to 5 years, I might start actually making a few bucks here and there on the cards. Right now, I'm just trying to kind of sell cards to recoup my money so I can buy more boxes. But anyway, enough about that. So the signature spellbook, I want to know everybody's opinions about what they think is going to be in it. I'm pretty convinced. Everybody's got me convinced that the fireball will be in there, so I'm fine with that. Fireball's one of my favorite spells. Has been since day one. Well, day one when I started playing, which was the week Revised dropped. I always loved the fireball. But you know, let me know what you think's going to be in there and what you would like to see in there. That's the other thing, was what would you like to see in the signature spellbook, the Chandra signature spellbook? Because I mean, we can all hypothesize about what might be in there, but what would everybody like to see in there? Let's kind of get a voting going on that. What would be your favorite card that you'd be like totally stoked if they actually put it in there, you know? I'd love to see Lightning Bolt in there. I think that would be incredible, you know? I don't think they're going to do it, but that would be awesome if they put a Lightning Bolt in there, you know, a really cool new art Lightning Bolt. I don't think they're going to do it. Lightning Bolt is just way too powerful. I mean, not way too powerful. I don't think it's terribly powerful. I think it's just an awesome card, but apparently Wizards thinks it's way too powerful, so they're probably not going to print it anymore. We'll see. You know, things could change. They like to change things with the wind quite often. They like to, you know, kind of change their mind on what they think is they should do and shouldn't do on a regular basis here, so you never can second guess them, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, let me know what you think should be in the Chandra signature spellbook, or what you would like to see in there. Because I know there's definitely some cards. I think that, like I said, the Chandra Spitfire should definitely be in there. I'd like to see the little, the guy in the mono red deck. Oh man, I had a total brain fire. Scorcher, something. The little guy that deals a point of damage whenever he attacks to whatever he's attacking. That would be pretty cool to see him in there. Wow, I'm drawing a total blank on that one. I probably should have thought this out a little better before I started actually rolling the video. That would have been smart, right? Yeah. Why do that? That's crazy. All right, so next big topic is I just checked out eBay. I check out eBay a lot, if you guys know me. I buy a lot of stuff off there. Always looking for deals. Always trying to get things a few bucks cheaper than I normally can. It's takes a lot of time and effort and energy, but you know, once in a while I get some deals on there, and I've had fun just getting kind of really random stuff on there, you know. But the big thing I noticed when I logged in there today, I just kind of on a whim, or it wasn't really on a whim. I was looking at one auction and I saw a posting in one of the suggested things like, oh, if you like this, you may like this type things on the page, because you know eBay puts ads for other sale stuff and everything you look at on there now. So I just happened to glance and see a secret lair for sale for like $10 less than it was brand new. I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. Is this some kind of Japanese secret lair I don't know about or something? Because, you know, you see that all the time. You see, most of the times when you see a box of Magic for less than the going price of like 80 to 90 bucks, if you see something for like 70 bucks or something, it is going to be a foreign language. It's very rare. I hunt high and low for deals on boxes, and it's very rare to find one for less than 80 bucks that's actually English. So, anyways, I saw a signature spellbook, or not signature spellbook, I'm combining the topics here. I saw the secret lair, one of the first ones, for like $10 less than it actually was when they sold it, when it released. And I was like, huh. So I clicked on it, and sure enough, it's legit. It's free shipping for less than it was new. So I was like, let me take a look at a couple others. So I looked at a few other secret lairs. I just, you know, searched secret lair and look for price lowest to highest, you know. There is a lot of Secret Lairs selling for less than they were new already. Now, I mentioned in a video, I think it was my last sorting video, or I mentioned in one of my videos here recently that I had a feeling that the Secret Lairs weren't going to hold up. Right now, they look like easy money and everybody's making a lot of bank on them, but I have a feeling that eventually the bottom was going to drop out of the market and people were going to stop paying the money for them and stop buying them. And then the prices were going to plummet because, you know, supply demand. And it looks like that time has actually already come. I didn't think it would happen until more towards the end of the year or early next year, but I knew it was coming. And sure enough, it looks like the prices are tanking already on the Secret Lairs. Just from what I saw several Secret Lairs were either at the cost that they were originally with free shipping, which means that the person who bought them is losing a lot of money because they're paying to ship something that they've paid, you know, that same price for, and then they got to pay eBay the auction fees and all that. So people are already losing money on Secret Lairs. I knew it was just a matter of time because it's such a niche kind of thing, and it's just really kind of, I don't like the way they're doing it. I think it could have been done a lot better. But I'm really not big on Wizards selling single cards. I don't think they should legally be allowed to sell single cards because technically they're tapping into the secondary market, which is something that it's like insider trading. I mean, it shouldn't be allowed, to be honest. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good for anybody for Wizards to be selling single cards. I mean, I just don't like the concept. I think the secondary market is one of the cool things about Magic. The fact that we can buy these boxes and, you know, we might, you know, we're taking a gamble on everything, but you might find some cards that are valuable in the boxes and you might be able to, you know, turn a profit on a box here or there. You know, I mean, even if just the average player just like buys a box and sells a couple cards to some friends and kind of gets their money back and then ends up with getting a lot of the cards in the box for free for themselves for their collection, I think that's an awesome part of the game. And I don't think Wizards should be encroaching on that and trying to, you know, really just, you know, destroy the secondary market by taking it over for themselves, you know? I mean, I think they make enough profit selling the cards and doing the arena, which is, you know, a huge money scam drain thing. I mean, I like arena, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to cash in $100 just to buy some silly gems and open some packs and virtual world that I have no control over, you know, because I mean, they could just decide to shut down arena at any time and all that money's gone, wasted, gone, just forget it, it's over. So I don't like the online stuff for that. I had a problem a couple of years ago, more than a couple of years ago, quite a few years ago. I downloaded that Game of War game, and they are just geniuses at that kind of sink you in small and then put you in real deep before you know it type thing. You know, you'll download the game and for like $5 you can get this pack that's just gonna give you this huge jump start and turn you into this awesome beast. So you buy the $5 pack and then you realize, oh, competition got a little stiffer. Oh, but now there's a $10 pack that's gonna give you even more than that $5 pack by far. You're gonna be a monster. And then you buy that $10 pack, and then, oh, there's no more $10 packs, but we got this $20 pack that's just every upgrade you could imagine. Before you know it, you're dumping $100 a week or more on this silly game just so you can try to compete. And Arena kind of does the same thing, so I'm not real big on these type of online games that just really try to, all they're trying to do is get you to spend more money, spend more money, spend more money. You know, I mean, I'd like to build a lot of really cool decks. I've got a lot of great deck ideas that I'd like to put in Arena and then show you guys, but I'm not going to spend money. I mean, I did buy the introductory packs there. I think there was, what, a $10 one and a $5 one to get started. I did buy those, obviously. I want to put a little money into the game, you know, just to kind of hit the ground run a little bit, because, I mean, just playing for free, you're not going to do terribly well. But I put a little money into it, but I don't like the fact that now it's like, oh, well, you want to build another deck, you got to spend some more money. And then if you want to build another deck, you got to spend some more money. So I've been just trying to play every day to store up coins and stuff, but it's going kind of slow, you know. And that's the thing, is a lot of people aren't patient. They don't want to wait. They want to dump money into it and hit the ground running and just keep dumping money into it so they can get bigger and badder and build more decks and get more cards. I personally don't want to do that. I'd rather buy physical, actual cards that I can actually play with, and I can actually, I can actually collect, and I can actually build real decks that I can keep forever. I own these. They can't come take these back from me. They can come take any of my cards on Arena back at any time they want. There could be some kind of glitch in the system, and I could lose all those cards. My account could get erased, and there's nothing I can do about it, But with these, I own these. They're in my hand. I physically own them. So I don't think, they make plenty of money with that kind of Arena thing, and they make plenty of money selling these boxes. I don't think it's fair or should be really legal for them to sell single cards and encroach on the secondhand market or the secondary market there. I think that should be something for the players, and the investors, call them greedy or evil if you want, but we're all technically investors. Every one of us has sold a card at one point or another. Every one of us has tried to trade for a card that we wanted more copies of because we think it's going to go up in value. We all look at the prices and the price guides when we're trading our friends, make sure we don't give them a $10 card for a $5 card, we're all kind of investors, whether we want to admit to it or not. We're all kind of investors. No, we may not be buying out entire cards from the reserve list to try and corner the market and screw everybody out of a bunch of money just so they can make a profit. There's dirty people in every aspect of life, So of course there's going to be those greedy, dirty investors in Magic too. It's part of life, not just part of this game. It's part of every game. It's part of everything. So wherever there's some kind of possibility of making a buck, somebody's going to take advantage of it and try to cheat the system and try and make a few more bucks. But that's fine. Keeps everybody else on their toes. Just got to be on your toes with that stuff. So anyways, back to the topic at hand. Secret Lair prices seem to be absolutely tanking right now. I just noticed it today. I looked probably about a week ago and they were all pretty up there. Even I think maybe a few days ago I looked and they were all, people were still making money or trying to make money. They're still trying to sell them. I don't look at completed listings. I wasn't looking at that a few days ago. They might have been tanking already, but just nobody was willing to part with them yet. But right now, people are losing money on Secret Lair. So I said it before, I didn't invest in any Secret Lair, and I told everybody I wouldn't. It's too risky because, that's a lot of money for a single card or two or a few cards. You could, that's something that could, and they printed a lot of them. That's something that could flood the market real easy and end up tanking really quick. And sure enough, looks like the prices on Secret Lairs are absolutely tanking right now. If you wanted the Secret Lairs, you can buy them cheaper than you could have gotten them from Wizards right now on eBay. I'm willing to bet if you sent out some lower offers, some lowball offers, you could probably get them even cheaper. So, yeah, it looks like the prices are tanking. And I knew it was coming. I just didn't expect it this quick. But I knew it was inevitable. I knew the prices were going to tank. And sure enough, looks like they are. So, let me know what you think about that. The Secret Lairs, just, take a look, search them. You can see they're selling for either the same price with free shipping, or some of them are selling for less. Some of them people are still trying to get more out of, but if you search for lowest price first, and buy it now, as you'll see, you can get the ones that were $50, or you can find them for down to $40 right now, some of them. The ones that were $40, you can get them for like $37, $38 with free shipping that I just saw just looking for 5 minutes before I started this video here. So, you can get the Secret Lairs for less than Wizards was trying to sell them direct. So, they're already tanking. People are already losing money on them. It didn't even take a few months. I think they did it the wrong way. I think it could have been a little bit more of a cool concept if they'd have done more cards in the collection, more like the signature spell books, done like a whole series of like 8 or 9 cards or something, and done one release at a time, and done them quarterly. Like every few months, every 2 or 3 months, preferably every 3 months, quarterly, so you get 4 a year. Do this big direct, thing with a lot of marketing and advertising and stuff, and really sell a bunch of them. I wouldn't have really had as much of a problem with it, but they just started doing the Secret Lairs in December, and there's already like 30 Secret Lair cards or something, more than that. I think there were 7 in the original, then there was the Year of the Rat, and then there was the the Gods, and then the Women's Day one, and then now there's another one already, I think. I mean, so there's a lot of secret lairs out already, and it's only been a few months, so they're definitely going way too fast with it. Wizards always goes full bore on one thing or another. You know, they don't ease into things. They just go crazy with it. You know. So, did my camera cut off? I hope my camera didn't cut off. Anyway, my battery just announced it was getting low. So, anyway, that's what I want to talk about. I want to let everybody know the secret lair prices are just absolutely tanking right now. So, if you wanted to get some secret lairs, you can get them already cheaper right now than you could have bought them on release day. And there's a good chance that if you wait a few weeks, you can probably get them even cheaper. If you wait a few weeks after that, they might be fire selling, because I think a lot of people tried to cheat the system and get a lot more than they were supposed to of those. And now they're stuck with a ton of them, and they're sitting on all that money, and they're watching that money just sit there and not do anything. And money does not grow if it's sitting in an account or sitting in a product on your shelf. So if you want your money to grow, you got to get your money out there working for you. So it looks like people are having regrets right now and trying to start getting some of their money back, and they're kind of scared. I see them scared out there. You see them scared? They're scared. So we'll see what happens with that, but it does look like they're kind of tanking right now. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to watch and kind of pay attention to it, but I don't recommend anybody spend any money on Secret Lair, because unless you really want the cards and you think it's a good enough deal to get them, you might be losing some money from day one, right from the get-go, because if they're tanking already on the sets that just came out a couple months ago, they're probably going to tank pretty quick from here on out. So we'll see, and the Wizards will probably overcorrect. They're either going to discontinue it completely, or they'll try and overcorrect and either put more cards in them, or they'll try and lower the prices, to make it more attractive. I don't know. They'll overcorrect hardcore in one direction or the other, because that's what they always do. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to watch. But let me know what you think about that. Check out the prices. See what you think. See if I'm just crazy. It's possible. I can be a little crazy sometimes. So I don't have a whole lot of time with working full time to research these things as much as I should, but I checked it out, and it looks like prices are tanking. Looks like I can get a lot of the secret lairs that I was actually considering at the beginning for less than I could have bought them for the first time. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, so the last thing I kind of want to talk about while I'm sorting through some more of these Dominaria cards here is the mystery boosters coming out next weekend. I'm kind of looking forward to it, or well, I guess it'll be this weekend. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I know my LGS is going to do a draft. Let me know if your LGS is going to do a draft on the mystery boosters, because it's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be the most chaotic chaos draft I think possible, because we're talking 1,200 different cards. And they also announced the foils. I should have written it down. I think there's 160 or 161 foil cards as well. And we're talking commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics galore. There's actually more rares than uncommons. There's more rares than commons. I think that commons was actually one of the small. I think there was only like 24 commons and like 40-something uncommons and like 46 or 48 rares, and then I think 9 mythics or something. I mean, there's a lot of really valuable cards in the foils too. There was already a lot of really expensive cards in the set, like Mana Crypt and stuff. But there's also a lot of really valuable foils now in there in the retail versions. They couldn't build them exactly like the convention versions, obviously. They had to change something. So they pulled out the playtest cards, which I didn't care about anyway. I thought they were kind of goofy. I mean, if they were actual real playtest cards with the stickers on them, that the R&D team actually used, that would be pretty cool. But they're just copies of the playtest cards, and I think it looks a little cheesy. I mean, some people really like it, and nothing against it. It's just not something I care about. So I'd much rather see the cool, valuable foils. And some of the cards in there that are foils have never been printed in foil before. So that's another really cool bonus, to my knowledge. I think some of them are first time foilies from some of the older sets. So, and I believe all the reprints in there are going to be the original border and the original art. The only difference will be a Planeswalker logo stamped down in the bottom corner. So I think it's going to be a pretty neat set. I've already ordered a bunch of boxes, and I'll open some on the channel because I think it's going to be the most chaotic thing ever, because there's a lot of cards that are, you know, completely worthless, and then there's a lot of cards that are worth a lot of money in there. There's a lot of really valuable reprints in there. There's, you know, a few $100 cards in there. So I think it's going to be really crazy, because, you know, you could get one box that's worth like $500-600, and you can get one box that's worth like $50, you know, and they're over $100 for the boxes. Well, right about $100 most people are selling for, between 100 and 110 from what I've seen right now. If you look for deals, you might be able to get them for down around 96, 97. I've seen a couple, but not many. There was some a couple weeks ago. People were pre-selling them for, if you bought them in bulk, you could get them down to 93. But unfortunately, he pulled those, and I was really disappointed because I was going to get some and I didn't. So, but I ended up getting them from my local game store for, after tax, just right around 100, probably a little over 100 after tax, because I bought a whole case of them. So I'm going to open some on the channel just to see what kind of, because I mean, it's either going to be a complete dumpster fire, or it could be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you know, it's either going to be total freak out or total, oh, that was terrible. So I'm probably going to waste like a couple $100 opening a couple of those boxes, because, you know, I'll be hoping for some kind of crazy pull for the video, and, you know, probably end up getting like the worst box of all time, like that. Like this box that I opened the other day, this Dominaria box was awful. I think I got a total like $40 value out of this box, and I paid like 100 something dollars for it, $120 or something. Yeah, it was 110, I think. Yeah, I was really disappointed with this Dominaria box, but that's how the cookie crumbles, you know. Sometimes you get really awesome hits, sometimes you get just massive, just dumpster fires. You know, I've gotten some of those. I opened some of those Theros collector's boxes that were like $400 boxes. So not all my pulls are terrible, but sometimes you get a box full of terrible pulls. It's part of the game, you know. It's the gamble, and that's why it's so fun to bust packs, because you never know. A lot of the guys at my local game store, I don't do this because I don't technically gamble with my money. I want something for it, even if it's common cards. Even if I overpay for common cards, I at least want something. But pretty much every Friday night at my local game store, they do the booster battles, where they'll just start busting packs. Two people will bust some packs, and they'll see who gets the most valuable card in their pack, and whoever gets the most value in their pack takes all the cards, and then the loser has to pay for both packs. And they'll keep doing that over and over and over, and, you know, a lot of times it evens out at the end of the night, you know, because one guy will win and the other guy will have to pay, and then that guy will win and the other guy will have to pay, you know. So, but it's pretty funny to watch them do it, but I'm not going to do it, because it seems a little crazy to me. Plus, if I can't do it on camera, it's not worth it. I want to do it for you guys, you know. If I'm going to do something zany like that, I want to do it on camera. So unless I can go put up a camera in there and do it all like that, then I'm not gonna do this crazy pack gambling thing. But if any of you patrons or anything want to do the gamble or the battle things, I'm perfectly cool with doing that for you guys. If you want to do it, like a couple of you guys are friends or whatever, and you want to buy a couple bundles or a couple pre-release kits off me or something, and have me open them on camera and see who wins, you know, let me know. I can definitely arrange that. We can work it out. So you guys can have fun with it on a video, and that way at least you get the video to show, you know, to show the battle, like, oh, see, this one I lost, you know, oh, this one I won. So let me know if you want to do that. But yeah, let me know what you think about the mystery booster. So we got 1,200 reprints plus now 161, I think, foil reprints in there as well, in the retail version, which I think the retail version is gonna be cooler than the convention version, even though the convention ones go for like $300-400 a box, and the retail ones are only $100 a box. I think the retail one's the better way to go, because Because, yeah, same cards, but you get the reprint foils too. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not big on the playtest cards. If you like the playtest cards, you can only get those on the convention ones. But I've seen a lot of people selling the sets of the playtest cards out of those online. So I don't think they're terribly cheap because, you know, a 1,200 card set, you're not going to get very much duplication. So that's one cool thing about it is you really won't get much duplication in these boxes, I don't think. I mean, obviously the commons will be some duplication, but the 1,200 card set, I don't even know if you're going to get duplicate uncommons very often. You might get completely different boxes. I mean, boxes that are night and day different from each other that don't have hardly any of the same cards in them, which is kind of cool, kind of scary at the same time, but kind of cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to them. It'll be fun to open them, at least a few of them, and I'll sit on a couple of them and see what happens down the road. But I'm not putting a lot of money into them. Just want to get a couple of them just to kind of see what happens. If they don't do anything, I might just open the rest on the channel just to kind of see what kind of craziness is in them. But let me know what your thoughts are on the signature spellbook. What do you want to see in there? The secret lair prices, if you think they're going to keep tanking more, or if you think this is just a little blurb because everything's tanking right now in the stock market and all that because of the you know, that kimono the kimono beer virus that's going around or whatever. I guess I don't have to worry about saying it because I'm not monetized yet, so they can't demonetize me. But I don't want any problems with YouTube. They're real finicky lately. So let me know what you think about the secret lair price is tanking, and then let me know what you think about the mystery boosters and the foils. You can go to, if you just Google mystery booster retail edition foils, you'll see there's some people have full lists of them with pictures of all the cards if you click on the name and stuff, and the rarity and what set they came from and all that. So you can check those out online. I'm not going to waste everybody's time trying to run through them all because there's a lot of cards. I mean, so that's technically, what, 1,361 cards are going to be in that set of reprints. So that's pretty crazy. And then Jumpstart coming July 13th. It's going to have 500 more reprints and then 37 new cards that are only legal in Legacy, Vintage, and Commander. So that's going to be weird. New cards that are not legal in new formats. That's really wacky. So let me know what you think about the Jumpstart thing, too. That one I'm kind of excited about also. I don't like the name. I think the name was stupid. But I like the concept because it's kind of like those booster battle packs that they had that are a pretty cool concept. I like the concept. I think it's cool. Cool idea. We'll see if it actually works the way they want it to. But let me know what you think of all that stuff, and let me know, like I said, what card you want to see in the spell book, and you know how crazy you think the mystery boosters are going to be. But yeah, let's start a conversation in the comments there. Hope to talk to you guys then. There's probably a couple other video suggestions to watch while you're here. And check out a few more videos and swing by anytime. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great night. Bye.